A pleasant good morning to all of you. Last week, we discussed about the civil government. Do you have any question? Do you have an idea about the civil government? Yes, Liza?
The civil government was the first government established by the Americans in the Philippines, followed by the surrender of Manila in August 1898.
Very good. So for this morning, we're going to discuss the next topic, which is the 1935 Constitution. 1935 Constitution was one of the noblest documents written by the Filipinos. It embodied the ideals of liberty and democracy, which Filipinos had inspired for. An American type of government which have been trained in. The Bill of Rights and the structure of the new government were modeled after the American Constitution. In one respect, the Philippine Constitution was superior to the American Constitution because the preamble was the first invoke the aid of divine providence. So, the 1935 Constitution is patterned to the American Constitution, but we can say that it is more powerful than the American Constitution because it has its preamble is based on divine providence. So the next, the Philippine preamble. Who wants to read? Yes, Maricon?
Philippine Preamble. We, the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of Almighty God in order to build a just and humane society and establish a government that shall embody our ideas and aspirations, promote the common good and conserve and develop our patrimony and secure to ourselves and our prosperity the blessing of independence and democracy under the rule of law and regime of truth, justice, freedom, equality, and peace, do ordain and promulgate this Constitution.
So, the Philippine Constitution has its preamble, and all of the constitution all over the world have also its preamble. It connotes that we shall embody our ideals and aspirations to promote the common good and secure to ourselves and our posterity the blessings of independence under the regime of truth, justice, equality, to ordain and promulgate this Constitution. Next. The next one is the first election under the 1935 Constitution. It is done after the ratification of the Constitution. We can see in the picture, Manuel L. Quezon declares as the President of the Philippines during that time. Who wants to read? Liza?
As a respiratory step towards the establishment of the Commonwealth of the Philippines, the first national election under Constitution was held on September 17, 1936. The party joined the election was namely the Coalition Party, the National Socialist Party, and the Republican Party. The candidates for President and Vice President were Manuel L. Quezon and Sergio Osmeña from the Coalition Party, General Emilio Aguinaldo and Raimundo Menisa from the National Socialist Party, and Bishop Gregorio Agripay and Norberto Nabo from the Republican Party.
Okay. So, the reason for having a Commonwealth, what do you think is the reason why did America has a Commonwealth government in the Philippines? Do you have any idea? Why did the American use or why did the American contribute to the government of the Philippines? Why did they make it as a Commonwealth? It is simply because they want to make our constitution more stronger. They want to guide the Filipinos in our government. By an overwhelming majority vote, the Filipino people elected Quezon and Osmeña of the Coalition Party as President and Vice President, respectively, of the Philippines. The majority of the elected members of the National Assembly likewise belong to this party. So almost all of the politicians who win in that election is from the National Assembly, which is the National Coalition Party of Manuel L. Quezon. Okay. For our activity, you are going to read and then answer the question or the task provided after reading this text. It is entitled Code of Ethics, made by President Manuel L. Quezon. Number 1, Maricon.
Number 1, have faith in divine providence that guides the destinies of men and nation.
Number 2, Liza.
Love your country, for it is the hope of your people, the seat of your affections, and the source of your happiness and well-being. Its defense is your primary duty. Be ready at all times to sacrifice and die for it, if necessary.
Okay. Number 3, Jesseline.
Respect the Constitution, which is the expression of your sovereign will. The government is your government. It has been established for your safety and welfare. Obey the laws and see that they are observed by all and that public officials comply with their duties.
Okay, number 4, Maricon.
Pay your taxes willing and promptly. Citizen implies not only rights but also the obligation.
Number 5, Mel.
Safeguard the purity of suffrage and abide by the decisions of the majority. Number
Okay.
6, love and respect your parents. It is your duty to serve them gratefully and well.
Number 7, Jenna.
Value your honor as you value your life. Poverty with honor is the preferable with wealth with dishonor.
Okay, next, number 8, be truthful and be honest in thought and in action. Be just in charitable virtues, but dignified in your ideals with your fellow men. Number 9, Benok.
Lead a clean and frugal life. Do not indulge in frivolity or pretense. Be simple in your dress and modest in your behavior.
Okay, number 9, again, Liza.
Live a clean and frugal life. Do not indulge in frivolity or pretense. Be simple in your dress and modest in your behavior.
Okay, number 10, live up to the noble tradition of our people. Venerate the memory of our heroes. Their lives point the way, the duty, and honor. Number 11, Maricon.
Be generous. Be not afraid or ashamed to do manual labor. Productive
Okay.
toil is the conducive to economic security and adds to the wealth of the nation.
Okay. Number 11. Number 12, brother. Rely on your own efforts for your progress and happiness. Be not easily discouraged. Persevere in the pursuit of your legitimate ambitions. Number 13. Mika.
Do your work cheerfully, thoroughly and well. Work badly done is worse than work undone. Do not live for tomorrow what you can do today. Number 14. Contribute to the welfare of your community and promote social justice. You do not live for yourselves and your families alone. You are a part of society to which you owe definite responsibilities. And number 15. Cultivate the habit of using goods made in the Philippines. Patronize the products and trades of your countrymen.
Okay. So, that is the Code of Ethics of Manuel L. Quezon. What do you think is the implication of this Code of Ethics to the Filipino men and women, the Filipino people? It helps every Filipino to become a good citizen of the nation. For your activity, you are going to encircle the topic stated by President Quezon that needed to show right values and explain why. Maricon, what did you choose? Is it parents, foreigners, good neighbors, community, values law, election, film, or natural resources? What is needed to shown by right values according to Manuel L. Quezon for you?
Natural resources.
Okay, because it is stated in the code of ethics of Manuel L. Quezon that we should use efficiently our natural resources for the benefit of all. Liza, do you have any idea or what kind of values does the code of ethics employ?
God.
Why? What do you think? Maybe because, why do you choose God? Because it is stated also in the Constitution that the code of ethics that we should respect God above all. Okay, so that is our interpretation of the code of ethics of Manuel L. Quezon. At this point, you're going to answer the following questions. Number 1, give your own definition of politics. Okay, Maricon? Very good. So, politics is for me, politics is a part-time profession. A part-time profession of every individual who can protect the rights and privileges of free people and who can preserve what is good and fruitful in our national heritage. For all its patriotic rhetoric and bright vision, politics from the ancient Athens up to the present is said to be dirty according to history. Those who are running from politics aim to be, those who run from politics tends to use their power, use all the resources they have because they are in office. But that is a situation a long time ago. At this point, we should exercise a clean political system in our country in order for us to become a progressive one. The next question, how would you describe the political system in our country, starting from the first election up to the present? So if we are going to start our story, the election that happened during 1937 election up to the present is almost the same. They are electing the president, vice president, senators, and also those congressmen and congresswomen. Next question, what is the meaning of the Philippine Preamble? So, as we are going to see a while ago, Philippine Preamble gives the Filipino people a chance, or the message of the Preamble, or the message of the Code of Ethics and the Preamble gives the Filipino people a opportunity to have change in our country. So that is our lesson for this morning. May we see each other tomorrow, and goodbye. Thank you so much for your listening and for your attentive participation in our discussion.
Bye, sir.
Goodbye, sir.